And what a spectacular weather day it is. Just short of 60 degrees, bright sunshine, not a cloud in the skies above. Cleveland wins the toss and is elected to receive. And this is George Atkinson, and he will take a knee. We're going to throw it on first down. Excellent protection. And the catch is made by another former Ohio State star, a quarterback in his days with the Buckeyes. That odd formation stuff we saw with the Bengals when Hugh Jackson was their offensive coordinator. Wide open down the middle of the field is Isaiah Crowell. He's inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. How about that?
Well, we saw this in practice, didn't we, Charles? And right there, Crowell, number 34. Right down the seam, and you do that out of confusion, and the Cowboys were planning to stop that, but they didn't.
Loaded on the left side, and a 44-yard gain on the pass play to Crowell, and now he carries the football, and he's down close to the 12-yard line
where the confusion was caused.
Second down, and Kessler again, protection breaks down, just throws it away to the left side with an eye on Andrew Hawkins. The third down, only a three-man rush. And now Kessler looking around, and he's still on his feet. And he fires to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Irving, a defensive tackle, they get tangled
After the play,
up.
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 94. 95 of the defense. Also, personal foul, number 74 of the offense. Their actions disqualified both players from the game.
So now your starting center is gone for Cleveland. As we see the end of this, Cam Irving and David Irving. David Irving, number 95 in blue. Cam Irving, number 74 in white. Starting center, they just said disqualified, right, Chris?
So now a 31-yard field goal by Cody Parkey, and it is right down the middle, good. So the Browns jump in front. And the high-powered Dallas Cowboys offense, Lucky Whitehead and Lance Dunbar await on the kick. And out to the 25 it will go for Rain, Dakota. Dak Prescott, 23 years young. We can hear the crowd already chanting Zeke, Zeke, as Elliott is a lone setback, the former Ohio State star, and they put it in his hands. And they saw a whole bunch of that during his days at Ohio State University. On what is going on with him on the first play from scrimmage. And the give is to Ezekiel Elliott once again. 2 carries, 14 quick yards for Elliott.
The top of the screen.
Cowboys a #1 ranked rushing team in the NFL. They dump it off to the backup tight end Swaim, and he's dropped right at the 40-yard line. Talk about Cowboys leading the NFL rushing for 164 yards per game. The Brownies are giving up almost that many. And there's a first down catch by Cole Beasley.
One in the NFL that can boast that.
Smash behind the line of scrimmage is Elliott. And that's their leading tackler for the Browns, Christian Kirksey. Second down at 14. Prescott now 3 for his first 3, and that's the future Hall of Famer, the great Jason Witten. 34 years young, a 10-time Pro Bowler.
55? How did I know about linebacker?
That was Chuck Howard.
Emmanuel Ogbah may have jumped early. If so, that could be costly for the Browns.
Unabated the quarterback. Defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
A rookie quarterback making a veteran move.
3rd and 9, and after the penalty, now 3rd and 4. Good protection. Now the pocket begins to collapse, and Prescott can run it. He's not done a lot of that this year, but he's more than capable going back to his college days, and that's a first down inside the 40. So a first down and 10 for Dallas at the 39-yard line. And they hand it to Elliott, the NFL's leading rusher, and he rumbles inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 12 and another first down. Only the second time the Cowboys have used a top 5 pick on a running back. The other one wasn't too bad, known as Tony Dorsett. But boy, there's so many Buckeye fans.
off of it.
Great point. Prescott throws to a wide open Witten, and he will tiptoe into the end zone. A touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys.
Confusion. He's only been here 5 days trying to practice number 51, Jamie Collins. You're asking him to do something maybe that he's not capable of doing just because he hasn't been here long enough when you have the matchup with Collins on Witten. And to me right there,
he's just falling into coverage. Is it zone? Is it man? Where am I supposed to drop? But how about the time that Prescott's got? He's throwing out of the rocking chair early in the game.
Most in that category. Going after by Bailey right down the middle. So the Browns.
Speaking of Cowboy legends, our linebacker Chris Spielman had it right. Leroy Jordan wore 55. Chuck Howley wore 54. Howley, MVP of the Super Bowl. In a Super Bowl the Cowboys lost to the Baltimore Colts.
And a Baylor on the other.
They have an extra offensive lineman in Sean Coleman, 72.
First down, they swing it to Crowell. And he splits a couple of defenders and picks up close to 4. Well, I mean, all took snaps. McCown back last week. And now this week they go back to Kessler, trying to find their quarterback of the future. And he connects with Hawkins for a first down. I mean, in the longer period of time, fellas.
competitive as they've been in football games with that many quarterbacks playing.
Flag comes down immediately. And you're talking about some of the games they've been competitive in this year. I mean, they felt like they could easily have 3-4 wins.
They've had leads in the fourth quarter in 4 different games.
77 offense.
That was John Greco, who just moved over to center.
Dallas is elected to decline the penalty.
Well, it's a little difficult to play to center.
And John Greco, who just moved over.
Second down and 15. And down the middle of the field, it's overthrown and nearly intercepted. They're down in 15. Kessler fires to Duke Johnson, very dependable receiver out of the backfield, but well short of the first down, dropped by Durant.
They're playing as 11.
Boy, and you're right about Rod Marinelli. How delightful he was to spend time with him yesterday. And Brown's going to try and cover this up, and they're able to do so at the 1-yard line. 59-yard punt. Turn around and hand it to Elliott, and a little bit of wiggle room as he's out across the 5, but
For the Gamecocks.
turn around and give it to Elliott again, and this time he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard, so it brings up a third down from just outside the 5-yard line. Against Green Bay and Philadelphia, third down here. Prescott throws, and it's incomplete. And now the Cowboys will have to punt it out of their own end zone. That's an outstanding play.
To cradle a pass with your inside arm.
And I stand corrected. That was Tramon Williams, a longtime Green Bay Packer, who that time was step for step with Bryant. That's a dangerous play on one bounce by Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson left shaken up on that last punt return a minute ago. And now dropped is Kessler all the way back to the 37-yard line.
Watch the eyes of Pastor, the tackle. He's looking outside. Right away, that eliminates any run threat. And they're able to time their blitz perfectly. And you see the excellent athletic ability by Hitchens to avoid.
More playing time at linebacker for the Cowboys. It'll delay to Crowell. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And let's check in once more with Carissa Thompson. Carissa, thank you. A third down and 10 coming up for the Browns, trailing 7-3. And they dump it up to Barnage, a tight end with blockers in front of him. And he's very close to a first down. Needed to get to the 44-yard line, and it very much depends on the spot. I mean, it's right there.
You play to win.
Got to.
And it looks like they're going to have to make that decision. And Kessler's going to cup up under center. And Kessler will take it and has a first down. Remember, it was Jason Garrett who was the gambling head coach a week ago.
Against a knifing Dallas defender trying to move inside.
Now on first down, they're going to throw it. And the catch is made inside the 35-yard line by Coleman, the rookie out of Baylor. Man who grew up in Dallas, Texas, was a 15th overall pick. And now the throw to the end zone. Looking for Coleman, and it's incomplete. Orlando Scandrick. Second down and 10. Duke Johnson cuts it back the other way. And good running room. He is dragged down to the 22-yard line, about a yard short of a first down.
Got to cash in.
Well, they had to settle for a field goal the first time. What about now? They're looking for Pryor in the end zone. And it's incomplete. Brandon Carr back there with Pryor. Charles and Chris on this 41-yard field goal attempt now by Parkey. I would ask you the question as this one is off the upright. Are you kidding me?
He had made 10 straight, hadn't he?
Yes, Tom, I would have went for it.
Well, I was going to ask you about the play call in general. I mean, that's it. That is not a high percentage call on a 3rd down and 2.
I'd have to go back and see what the progressions were and see what was either taken away or if they were trying to just play big boy football.
Well, they fake it to Alfred Morris, and Prescott throws a bullet into the hands of Terrence Williams, and he has a first down up to the 46-yard line. 5 out of 6, 58 yards, and a touchdown pass so far for Prescott. And that is Alfred Morris, former Washington Redskin. In fact, it's a big missed opportunity there a moment ago for the Browns. Had a chance to get within a point as Morris carries for a first down and then some, as he's dragged down to the Cleveland 35-yard line.
Big look on first down.
Morris still in there, and they'll give it to him again. Not as much running room this time. A gain of close to 2 for Morris as Elliott gets a breather. 7 attempts.
And cost your team. He's like a designated hitter in baseball. Maximize with very little opportunity.
All day to throw it. And wide open down to the 25, and that's a first down is Witten. 127th consecutive game today. Witten has made a reception. And now looking at Bryant. And unable to hang on. He had beaten Joe Hayden. And that throw looked to be right on the money, and Bryant begging for a flag that doesn't come.
Officials, he needs to go out and grab that one.
Blown dead before it ever got started.
I want to make a quick point to what you said. So you saw Cole Beasley coming out. Tremont Williams.
Number 68, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So a second down and 15 for the Cowboys from the 29. Quick slant, and the catch is made at the 20 by Bryce Butler, the former Raider.
3rd down receiver. They didn't get involved in Philadelphia until the 4th quarter.
Across the middle, and it is the money man. And that's Jason Witten to the 11, and that's another first down.
So you just get the idea that if you throw it in a 5-yard radius because of a 6'6" frame and 265 pounds, that he's going to get it. Right here, he's just going to set in front of the safeties, and that big body does not allow the safety to maneuver around to knock it out. And plus, when he gets that ball.
Have a catch. It was November of 2008 against the Giants. This is Elliott sniffing the end zone. And did he get there? Officials talking about it. Still talking about it. And apparently just short of the goal line.
Watch the left hand, though. If I'm Dallas, I want to take a good hard look at this one. Because watch him here. He stiff arms. But watch him at the end. Shifts the ball with the left hand, reaching for the pylon. I have to think you got to take a look at that if you're Dallas.
Well, now they're signaling a touchdown.
I think they got it right on the second signal, guys, because his ability to shift hands. Watch. Shifting hands here. Knows where it is. Don't worry about the outside part. See the ball on the inside? He's inside the pylon, and he's in the end zone. That's a touchdown, guys.
Told you Elliott with 6 rushing touchdowns. He has as many or more rushing touchdowns. The touchdown and a 14-3 lead. Lewis from the 3-yard line tries to get around the corner, is slowed down, cuts it back the other way, and is still on his feet. That is not a flag down. That's a shoe down. And now there's a flag down about 10 yards after where the shoe came off.
Yeah, he threw the shoe first.
During the return, holding number 24 return team. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
This possession, they failed just outside the red zone on a 3rd and 2. Their next possession and missed a field goal. First down carry by Johnson for a couple of yards, and let's check in downstairs with Peter Schrager.
Peter's report is so accurate. One of the reasons they were attracted to him is his ability to deal with multiple systems, multiple people.
Breaking out of that pack somehow, someway is Duke Johnson. And he has a first down up to the 21-yard line, and we check in L.A. with Kurt Menefee. That name.
Mike Barilla. Okay, I want to get this one right. Number 11, please.
I mean, when earlier, when you had the wrong number, you know, even...
Hurry, go!
Once more on the ground, this time to Crowell.
One of the best running backs in the league to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Kessler throws, and the catch is made, but short of a first down by Barnage, the tight end.
8 yards after catch.
Oakwood puts a foot on it. And the catch at the 30 by Whitehead. And excellent coverage by the Browns, tackling him at the 32. 14-3. Made 127 regular season starts for the Dallas Cowboys. He's won 78 of them. As Elliott breaks it to the outside, and that's a gain of 12 on first down. And in the last 2 weeks.
Today he's looked outstanding. The offense is clicking. They have rhythm. You know, you can lose your job because of injury, but if he keeps playing like he is, there's no way you take him out. No way.
Been a busy day for Witten. Cuts it back to the inside, and he's all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 15 and another first down.
Expect to see Tony play.
Delay to Elliott, and tried to cut it to the outside and just swarmed.
Wants to play football. That's all he wants to do, and he did on that play.
Second down at 13, and Prescott rolls out to his right. That's Beasley inside the 35, and he's about a yard or two short of a first down.
I mean, this is just go play ball, young man. The rest of it will come.
3rd and a yard. They pitch it to Elliott. He'll get around the corner for a first down to the 25-yard line, and they move the chains inside of 3.5 to go.
Speed really came from Mom, even though Dads were both football players.
Elliott again to the inside. And he's inside the 10. That'll be a gain of 16 by Elliott. First and goal for Dallas.
How about when they took him number 1, people balked, but watch Travis Frederick, the center, an athletic center that can pull. Look at him get on the edge and read it like a running back, kick out Brown, the nickel back, and Zeke Elliott again, not going out of bounds, looking to get inside.
And you know what people do underestimate about offensive linemen? How difficult it is trying to block someone trying to evade them. Frederick connected.
Williams isolated, and that was defended very nicely by Cleveland. Second down and goal. Tremont Williams. Ting Valley went to University High School. Play fake, and Prescott rolling and throws it away. Gets down and goal. Lance Dunbar is checked into the backfield alongside Prescott. Beasley escaping Williams in the corner, and that's a touchdown for the Cowboys.
The Browns know they love Des Bryant, so they're going to pay extra attention to Des Bryant in the red zone, which allows Cole Beasley to be patient in his route. And again, a strike. Watch here. Des Bryant will take 2, allowing Cole Beasley on an easy outcut.
A confusion here with Williams and
Tremont Williams. I mean, that's what you, and Joe Hayden. You're right, Tom.
That shouldn't have been what would you call a banjo call?
That's a banjo. It's a me.
And neither one of them took him.
And that's why you stack those wide receivers to cause that confusion between the guys playing man-to-man.
And guys like Hayden and Williams have been around long enough to learn more. Please visit foxsportsupports.com. Atkinson from the 1-yard line. And he stood up just short of the 20.
Got it rolling.
Now under 2 minutes to go, and Kessler going to put it up And there's a strike across the middle of the field and up to the 40-yard line. On the reception is a rookie, Coleman.
Eating for the football downfield.
Kessler this time going to dump it off to Johnson. He thought about getting to the sideline, knew he wouldn't make it. Martin. Sounded like multiple whistles were being blown there. They're going to hand it off. And that is a first down. Close to the Dallas 45. I would imagine we'll get that timeout now. We do.
2-minute drive. That really puts a good eval on a quarterback, how he handles everything.
Kessler steps into this throw, and right on the money, it is caught by Coleman again. Hey, by the way, you saw that note, another rookie record in Cowboys franchise history. This one in completions now for Prescott.
6 Cody Kessler had to me was his accuracy. He doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss this time either. Trying to strip that away was Hitchens from Terrell Pryor Sr.
And his toughness, because Tom and Charles, he took a shot right there. You see the late flag for roughing the quarterback, but that says a lot about a young guy to be able to stand in there and take a shot and still deliver the strike.
Remember the shot he took earlier in the year against New England? I think it was Dante Hightower that set him back for a while. And there it is, down on the legs. And let's face it, after what happened last week with Cam Newton in Carolina, Bell guys, they've got to find a way into the end zone.
Kessler lofts it to the end zone. And that is batted away. Excellent coverage by Brandon Carr. They've tried that twice, and it's nowhere close to working.
Do that.
Second down. And we're under 30 seconds. Kessler rolling, throws. And it is a touchdown for Pryor, but there is a penalty flag on the play. And they're already pointing to the Cowboys, at least some of the Browns are, and we'll see if it stands indeed.
Offside defense, number 90. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is touchdown.
Again, that's Lawrence who had the penalty that put him in prime position a moment ago.
Watch Terrell Pryor, and we've talked all this game about what a physical mismatch he creates. But look at him. In this case, he does it by being able to be shifty as well. Stop and start. Went inside first, saw his quarterback exit, adjusted his route, and got into his quarterback's sight line.
You just can't believe until you actually stand close to Terrell Pryor. What an extraordinary physical specimen this young man is, and to think he was...
What reason would he have not been? All-American high school football, basketball player, great player in college, but he needed to be a wide receiver in the NFL.
23 ticks remain, and we send it back to Carissa Thompson.
Knowing this young man for a while, plus had him for a short time in Cincinnati, and he's the one who I think ultimately said, look, young man, we can do this, but you're the one who has to make the move. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, and you look at Cleveland's defense is going to start in the second half. We talk about third downs. Dallas was 80%. The other thing is they have to win first and second down. That's where Dallas has them 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
First down, and wide open is Witten, and he's having a big day. All the way inside the 40-yard line, or they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 6th reception of the day for Witten.
We've got double tight ends there, Witten on the inside, and that's just a total breakdown, Chris Spielman, because he is wide open on that one. But a lot of it is, look at this fake by Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Absolutely sold that one, which rookie quarterbacks don't often do. They don't have the patience for it.
Tracy Howard jumped the fake.
Witten now 6 catches for 101 yards. It's a 21st career 100-yard receiving game for Jason Witten, but his first.
And a whole lot of toughness in the pocket, taking some shots and getting up and continuing to fire.
Second down. Back shoulder throw there, and that's the first catch of the game for Dez Bryant.
Anticipatory throw, knowing that his receiver is going to make the same read.
Blitz coming, and he takes a shot, throws it to the end zone and overthrows with an eye on Williams. Well, you talk about that game, fellas.
Touchdown pass.
Second down and 10, and they'll have Prescott keep it. And a gain of a yard, so an important third down coming up.
Of the field to get him involved in a running game.
All right, a third down, penalty flag already thrown, and Prescott throws incomplete. Got an eye on Beasley and Williams in coverage, but we wait on the flag.
Lined up offside again for the Browns.
Do you decline this if you're Cleveland?
I think it's on Cleveland.
It's on Cleveland.
It's on Cleveland?
Offside.
Oh, they lined up offside?
Defense, number 91, lined up in the neutral
Now,
zone.
Boy, how
5-yard
can that
penalty,
happen?
still third down.
To have yourself a chance to get off the field and get a stop.
Well, you should be forcing a field goal try right now. Another penalty flag is thrown, and Prescott fires to Witt. It's good enough for a first down inside the 10 to the 7, but we wait on another penalty. That flag was on Tyrone Holmes, a rookie out of Montana, who was coming off his best game of the season last week against the Jets.
Offside, number 96, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is
Chris,
declined.
you and Charles, you guys both play defense. Charles?
Up in the neutral zone? That just doesn't make any sense at all.
Elliott, and he will find the end zone again.
Body Calhoun, you got a chance to make the play in the open field. You're a rookie going up against a rookie. Who's going to put who's on whose highlight film? Right here, Zeke Elliott.
Watch to the left side. Watch how it's walled off so well. Look at Witten, 82. Terrence Williams, 83. They made it a one-on-one play in open field. The toughest tackle in football, one-on-one open field. But Brian Body Calhoun had the opportunity to at least slow him up and maybe get some help.
Tackles in the secondary have been a huge problem for this Browns defense all year.
Elliott, the second rushing touchdown of the game. The point after is good.
And against Canada in the final game, he missed one throw. I think it's like 14 of 15 or 15 of 16. They
That's
beat
what we're
Canada.
talking about with you earlier.
I'm just trying to make up for Chuck Howley and Roy Jordan.
I mean, that's really breaking up the goods there. An under 19 Bryce Petty reference. Penalty flag down on the return. This is against Cleveland again, it looks like, and there's an injured Brown on the field.
Holding number 57 return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down, timeout.
First down carry, Isaiah Crowell for a couple of yards on first down. 28-10 Dallas, and we send it back to
Rudolph with a 1-yard touchdown from Sam Bradford. After a missed extra point, the Lions are up 10-9. Tom?
All right, Carissa, thank you very much. Back on a second down and 8, and it's complete to the tight end, Gary Barnidge, and they'll move the chains.
Marinelli.
You know what their expression is there, right? The star of our defense is our defense.
And Kessler is run over by Malik Collins, two-time All-Big Ten performer out of Nebraska with his first sack of the year.
Big Malik moves well inside. Right here, he's just going to keep pushing and pushing, and see that little swat.
Yeah.
Cody Kessler comes to step up into the pocket, and you see the closing speed and a nice job of discipline of not going helmet to helmet, keeping that head off the side to finish.
Get to the quarterback.
You know, it's funny, if you watch a lot of football on television as they dump this one off to Crowell, and that's a nice pickup, still well short of a first down, but third down coming up.
Mighty Orphans, the rule back in the 1930s in high school football in Texas.
That's a nice throw right there. Depending on the spot, I think
Get enough?
Pryor is
Short.
This is very close.
Not many better at doing that.
They've got Brown isolated on Pryor down at the bottom of your screen. Duke Johnson spun down after a gain of 3. And speaking of Rod Marinelli, for more on him, here's Peter.
Definitely a strong candidate for the Hall of Fame, and deservedly so.
Kessler throws incomplete with an eye on Pryor. Good coverage out there by Carr.
You know,
Third down. Kessler steps up and now is dropped at the 30-yard line by the veteran Justin Durant.
Has to be coverage, right? To have that amount of time and not find anyone to throw the football, it has to be coverage. And look at that, Scandrick, 32. Now we're going to see Anthony Brown, number 30, who won that battle initially off the line of scrimmage because Corey Coleman couldn't get loose. So that allowed the guys to keep working, to keep fighting up front. See, that's plenty of time to throw the ball.
Cole in bump and run. They actually bumped in bump and run.
Colquitt, a short punt. And coming up to get it, looking right into the sunshine, is possession to begin the second half. 7 plays, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Elliott bounces off one tackle and gets a yard. But it all begins.
Circle you saw?
Yeah.
That was Chris Spielman circling Larry Allen. I think he's got memories of that big guy.
Oh, I'm on his highlight film plenty. That's the difference right there. I mean, that's so frustrating. You get great coverage downfield, solid protection by the offensive line that Tom just highlighted. Then you have this guy that does not panic. He will take a natural throwing lane and automatically turn it into a running lane because of the loss of contain by Nassib.
And what about the ball fake? See the eye, see the ball fake, see what Kirksey did? In an extra running lane that Prescott took advantage of.
So first down in midfield, they fake it to Elliott, and they throw it to Elliott. He takes a shot, bounces off a tackle, unbelievably turns it into nearly a 6-yard gain.
As he does when we hand it to him. That's why we like him so much as a player.
Cuts it back up to the inside, penalty flag down.
Crash.
And
Offside defense, number 96, lines up in the neutral zone.
you're not
That
going
5-yard penalty results in a first down.
to win any battle if you can't get lined up.
If you don't play anymore today, that's the reason why. I mean, he's got to get this team disciplined and moving in the right direction.
Alfred Morris, tell you who's still playing hard is Demario Davis, giving it everything he has. And we send it back again. Talked about the NFC East, only division in the NFL where every team has a winning record. Prescott again to Witten, who's having a monster day. And he's inside the 15. Witten's just gone over 125 receiving yards on the day.
And we could have drafted Dak Prescott. I mean, it's easy to play Monday morning general manager.
Forever to throw it.
And actually, you just did on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, I mean, that's my job.
I know.
Their team today. And I don't mean, one injured reserve or something like that. Just cut back to the inside by Elliott, still on his feet, dragging tacklers inside the 5, close to another first down. And he ran right over Derek Kindred. Well, you got to believe they're going to give it to Elliott, see if he can't get in there one more time. Leans forward to the 2.
And Baylor, because he played both places, no return on investment.
Wide open for the touchdown is Escobar. That's his first catch of this season. And he hits a lottery with a touchdown.
Escobar's going to be here. Witten's going to be right here. Dak is going to trust his offensive line to allow this play fake to develop with the pulling guard. And just a late little sneak out design play. Never was that ball intended to go to Witten. It was always going to Escobar wide open.
And you talked about all the attention. You see how Body Calhoun ran to Witten from the backside and left it wide open for Escobar. You're exactly right.
Point after by Dan Bailey is good. The Browns have allowed 25 or more points, which ties an NFL record to begin a season with the 1964 Denver Broncos.
Master technicians at their craft, aren't they?
Now penalty flag thrown before first down from their own 25.
Neutral zone infraction, number 93.
Well, what is in the water? What is in the water? Kessler is pulled down by Collins. His first 2 sacks.
Where the one guy goes first, allow Collins to come around to throw the pick, and he's able to finish.
Kessler still looking for an open receiver and just throws it away.
Right there, because Thomas is incredible.
I want to ask you guys a question, and I know you can't read the mind of Joe Thomas. As rolling is Kessler, and he'll stay on his feet, tiptoe, and spin out of bounds. 4th down coming up, they'll punt it. Look.
That I want to be part of something special in this rebuilding, and I think he believes in Hugh Jackson and what he was trying to do.
And as we see Whitehead take it out of bounds, my take very quickly.
Lucky Whitehead in motion, and they give it to Alfred Morris. And that will be the final play, more than likely, of this 3rd quarter. Try to throw the ball into the end zone, incomplete. Wound up missing a field goal try. Dallas got the ball, went down the field, scored a touchdown. and really has been in command ever since.
Absolutely.
Cowboys 5 out of 6 on 3rd down. They get 6 out of 7. Beasley to the 42. Cole Beasley is the leading receiver of these Dallas Cowboys from Little Elm, Texas.
Remember in the first half we talked about pressure? Okay, would Cleveland bring extra guys to try and get it? Well, they did. And look how Lance Dunbar helps pick it up. And he steps in there, stays in there, and throws a strike downfield to Cole Beasley. See Dak Prescott? He was getting people into his chest.
Growing between not only Des Bryant and Witten, but all his receivers.
Ezekiel Elliott back into the ball game, spins his way inside the 40 to the 37, and we spin our way to LA and into Carissa Thompson.
And Odell Beckham Jr. They got that much stronger at that position.
Morris off to the left side is stopped short, about 3 yards short of a first down. Straight games, that is the longest streak at any time by any rookie in the Super Bowl era. And the yards just keep on coming. They convert again on 3rd down.
Early, especially their defense, they watched them do things in practice and thought, boy, we've got to find here.
Well, you know what, Peter, stay right there a second, because you were off last weekend. And, of course, we heard the news. And
Erica Hadman, all right? She's the one that gets all the credit.
That's exactly right. Boy, Spielman is just brutal. I mean, you know, says he wants to help the guy. Get Schrager in the gym yesterday and kicks him right in front of the bus.
Take him to curves next week.
15-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
So after that personal foul, they put it in the hands of Beasley. Got a block from Tyron Smith, but unable to escape.
Green Bay in the midst of a 4-game run at home.
Yep. And Prescott turned it over for the first time in that game, but got him the win. That throw is incomplete. Of course, that's when he started his career, set an all-time NFL record.
About throwing an interception.
Now on the punt, Chris Jones. And
I thought he'd wait for a fair catch.
yeah, Cowboys thought he signaled for a fair catch.
Big piece with it today.
Yeah, we buried that demon, didn't we?
Buried that demon, brother.
You know, for those of you that don't know, as Crowell makes a catch, I mean, Chris, you were on the field. What did you say, the 42-yard line, right? Crowell, not much running room. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Football, the NFL, it was a privilege for me to play in the NFL. Not the NFL to have me in it, for me to be a part of that. And I felt like so compelled. It's a privilege for them to be out on that field. I don't care if you're 0-8 or 8-1 or 7-1. It doesn't matter. Play every play like it's your last, because that's truth.
Whitehead up to the 45-yard line. From their own 45-yard line. Alfred Morris behind this.
Because of that offensive line.
Be surprised if we see Elliott much more in the game today. They're going to continue to feed Alfred Morris. That's his 10th carry of the game, and we check in once more downstairs with Peter Schrager.
Observers' thoughts. I think he's farther away than what people think. I don't think that, like, next week he's ready to go. You know, I think it's still a little bit of time, and I think it behooves them, the head coach of the team, and now not having him there. What is that like to be with that national team? Get Stoner to give us a call on that, please.
Another outstanding day for Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys on offense.
Precision, isn't it?
Well,
we just salute the service. That's what they're like.
You know, we're talking about the Tony Romo years, and again, this is not taking anything away from Romo, who's had an unbelievable career. But
Dallas perimeter
Does it consistently run the football.
we go for it on a 4th down and a yard. It looks like it was enough for Alfred Morris. They give it up. One of the best, if not the very best division in all the NFL. What with, you know, three years in the last 4 seasons, you've had 3 teams in that division make the playoffs. You're going to challenge a spot of that ball as to whether or not Morris got enough for a first down.
It's challenging the ruling on the field of a first down.
Well, the challenge on the field, the spot of the ball, ruling on the field says it's a first down.
I don't know how you can change it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a first down. Cleveland is charged their first timeout and their first challenge.
To Dak Prescott this entire year. Bonus coverage coming up. Nearly a full quarter left from the Meadowlands in an 8-point game. This game produced by Mark Titleman, directed by Greg Stolpatone. There's 17 carries, so better than 5 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. And Jason Witten, who etches his name yet again in the Dallas Cowboys record book. You know, he's all-time leader in starts.
They're the American League champions.
That's exactly right. Well put. Our good friend Terry Francona and company. Alfred Morris on third down. And we're talking about, there's another guy who's very easy to like on this 4th down and 1. Sanchez throws, and the catch by Swain, the backup tight end, and that'll tie a ribbon around this one as there's 1 minute left to play. A franchise record 12 consecutive loss. First 0-9 start since 1975. They ended that year 3-11.
Come from elsewhere. I've met a family from Pennsylvania. They came in and said, this is my chance to catch my Cowboys, and they came in from Pennsylvania for the game, so that's how they travel as well.
35-10 the final. Cowboys go to 7-1. Hugh Jackson's team goes to 0-9, and we will return to Cleveland